Suppose you've bought the lights at Walmart and Home Depot and all the local hardware stores, and now you want to jump to the next level. If someone said to me, okay, I want to go spend some money on lights and not just use these around the house lights, what do I spend my money on? Well, the first thing I would recommend is a Fresnel light, because the backgrounds will be sharp and focused. So if you're running through a little cucoloris or a pattern or some kind of gels with a pattern, any kind of thing, and you want to project that in the back wall, a Fresnel light is going to give you a wonderful kind of setup. And a Fresnel light with 300 watts may cost about $400, but you're going to use it in all different times. And remember, on a Fresnel, the barn doors will bend in and out and give you real control of light, so you can create light streaks and all different things. So I definitely recommend starting with a Fresnel. They're about $400 to maybe $500. Get like a 300 or 400 watt Fresnel. The LTM brands are called Pepper lights, and we really like them a lot. And obviously you get a stand with that and the bulb. Order all that, and that'll get you started for probably under $500. Now, after you've done your $500 routine and you want to get a step further, then we recommend the soft light. Maybe a medium soft light system, 500 or 1,000 watt, and this will allow you to get that diffusion you need and look professional on the job. If you're getting jobs that are paying a few $1,000s or more, you don't necessarily want to come out and hang out your shower curtain and then hang out a few clip-on lights. You could probably do it, but if you want to air a professionalism and you want to set up a little quicker and have a little bit more adjustability, the professional soft light is the next thing we recommend. So if you had a kit with a 300 watt Fresnel with the barn doors and the lamp and the stand, and a 500 or 1,000 watt softbox, using those two combined with a few hardware store lights, you can get some creative things. If you had to go one more light after that, I would maybe have two 300 watt Fresnels and a softbox for a nice kit. And after that, maybe a baby Fresnel of 150 watts. So you want to have your flexibility, and that would be your kit. But remember, to start, you want to start with one Fresnel. This is my opinion, of course. Other people may differ, but I like one Fresnel of about 300 watts with barn doors and a stand. That'd be my one light to start off with, especially since you can replicate a lot of different lighting things by buying hardware store lights, but a Fresnel with the magnifying glass and the sharp edges is something that really can't be replicated easily. So suppose in a corporate video you need to convey a theme around pretty much boring objects. Well, we recommend using two open face lights with different color gels. We've done this again and again where there's stock footage collection where we've taken different objects and we take the open face light and throw a wash in the distance and a wash in the foreground and get the different kind of looks you're getting. Let's take a look at some other images. Here's another one where we have the blue in the background. These are NRG 750 watt lights, and we have a blue on one and a purple on the other. The nice thing about open face lights in situations like these is that they will wash into the next color. There won't be a hard line. Here we just had like a purple, but the nice thing about it was the glasses created a shadow. Here we have a purple and red, and this one is just a disc with a couple of different colors in the background. In this case we used a yellow on the front. Here's a corporate kind of shot, and we just used a red laser pen. And here's a shot of a phone. Again, the purple and the red. Can you tell that's sort of our favorite color? Here we have a little bit of a wash of a green and purple, and this is two colors again. Green in the background. Note the background is about 3 or 4 feet in back of the phone in the foreground, and that allows the color separation, which is really easy with objects because it's easy to find a room with 4 or 5 feet. Here's a mixer, and again we use the same purple and red, and you have the blinking lights which are green, so that's a nice mix. Here we didn't light the background, so you have that infinity space look that you can do by just having black in the distance, whether it's a black felt or just a room that's really, really deep. And here you have the red purposely also shining over on the model's hands. Now here's a boring shot, and we made it more interesting by shining a purple light and then a little bit of a red light on a duplication, and we moved it by in a motion path kind of thing to give the illusion of more action and depth. This is perfect for a corporate kind of setup. And those of you who have the Elite Video Stock Footage collection have seen a lot of these different shots and maybe used a few of them. Or making something look better by adding a wash of a color on it. That's regular green money. One of my favorites, we shine the red light on the side of the clock, and then we shine the purple light in an opposite direction, hitting at a different angle. Here's the close-up, a little red and purple, but it looks like something fancy, but anybody could do it with a regular alarm clock and 2 lights. That's just blue only. That would be used to simulate a night effect, and here's blue on one side and yellow in the background. Here's that clock again with the money underneath. You have the purple and red, and you have the nice reflection of the light giving the gold a nice shine to it. Now, if you're going to be doing corporate videos, we highly recommend you get a bunch of different objects like computer keyboards and clocks, pencils, chessboards, a couple of open-faced lights, a couple of gels, and experiment shining them at different angles, and you will find that you can create the same kind of things that you see here.